Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So today, check it out. We have the Phantom 4. I finally broke down and got one of these after flying the Phantom 2 and the Phantom 3. I did some reviews on those of friends of mine. I didn't have one. I've never had a Phantom. I liked the intuitive application and all of the information at your fingertips on your screen, your phone or tablet. I thought it was pretty awesome. The video this thing provides, even on the Phantom 2 and the Phantom 3, was kind of a cut above for their integrated camera systems than any other quad I've ever seen out of the box. So I just had to go ahead and get one of these. I will have the links on this down in the description of where you can get this guy. Don't forget to click on that link to see where you can buy it, and also all of the specs and the current pricing. I think there's some sales going on right now, so you can get this for a good deal. But anyway, this is the DJI Phantom 4. What I'm going to be doing is unboxing it here. Since it's a large box, I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the stuff I got in anticipation of receiving it, because I want to get the ultimate range and the best experience with FPV goggles and stuff with this guy. So I'm going to show you everything I went ahead and got. I also got this bag here. I'm going to go through this bag in anticipation of receiving this, but here it is. So we're going to do an unboxing here, and then I'm going to take all this stuff back to the bench and open it up in detail and give you some close-up shots. I'm going to go through everything and just really thoroughly inspect it, set it up, and then in the next video I'm going to go ahead and do my park flight test, and you're going to see that in depth, working on all the functions. The other two weren't mine, so I didn't get to do all the tests I wanted to, but this is mine here. So I'll be doing a lot of videos to come with this. I'll be doing some crazy shoreline video on Maui. Plan to take this up to the West Maui Mountains, you know, all over Hawaii here, and get some awesome 4K footage. And in anticipation, I got all the equipment I need to do that. So let's go ahead without further ado and unbox this guy here on this living room table, and then take it all back to the bench for a better inspection. So first thing, when we open it up, we're seeing that we have this cool case here, and what's interesting is the handle is sticking up out of the box, so it's kind of a premium feeling here we're getting already when we're opening up the box. So this is everything you get in the box. It's its own little cooler case. I've gotten the backpack here, but you can actually, I've seen some guys just to this is kind of foam case it comes with, but I have seen some talk of guys spraying this with like a rubber compound, and it will make this case last a long time. So definitely a good option if all you have money for is the case it comes with, and you don't really have money to buy a separate backpack right now. This is definitely a good option. So to open this thing up, it won't open until you pull this here and twist it, and then there we go, voila, the case opens up. And it does have this little flap hinge here. It's not like actually a hinge, it's just material that's holding it together, so be careful on that one. But here we go, look at this, this is awesome. So here it is, the Phantom 4 in all of its glossy glory. I'm so excited to get this thing working. But here, let's go ahead and just pull it out of the box here. So here it is, the main guy here, and definitely going to be taking this thing to the bench and doing some more close-up inspection. So just giving you a quick look at it here. It's got gimbal brace cover combo here that it comes with to lock in your camera and gimbal to prevent it from having damage. You can see all these sensors on it. It's got the sonar and the vision sensors here, and then it's got the vision sensors on the front for obstacle avoidance, new motors, glossy finish, new battery, all kinds of stuff. So this is going to be awesome. Looks like there's already a card in here. I did get a card in anticipation for this, but they do give you a 16 megabyte card in there to get you started. Anyway, there's the Phantom 4. So that's going to be awesome, checking it out in depth and flying it. Other stuff we get in the box here. This looks like it's just a little cover for 2 batteries if you wanted to only use this case, which seems like a very good case. Even though it is a foam, it's a very durable and tough foam material. But if you wanted to just use this case, there's slots for 2 batteries, so you could keep the battery in the craft and then actually put 2 more batteries, so you could carry a total of 3 batteries with this little case here. Here's the manual and a DJI care card. Here we have propellers that come in this nice case here, so they're giving us 8 propellers total, so that's awesome. This is that new kind of propeller with the slip lock mechanism. So we've got 4 to get us started, and then another 4 in case we crash or our propellers get chewed up. So there's another thing you get in the box. Here's the controller. So awesome looking controller. The fit and finish on this guy is unbelievable, man. It's just a cut above everything else from what I've seen. So we should be able to just pull this, and that's where you're going to mount your tablet or your phone. It looks like you can actually pull these things down and mount a smaller phone here. Put your phone in there or push them in and mount a tablet up. But anyway, there's the controller. Awesome looking controller. The quality is just top notch here. Never seen anything with this much attention to detail and quality, and just the weight of it and the feel of it is pretty premium here. Wouldn't have thought anything less of DJI. And let's see what else we got here. So here's another bag. It looks like here's a plug, and here is that plug is going to plug into the power brick here, and then we have 2 plugs on the end of this power brick. It looks like one for the battery and then one for probably charging the controller. And really that's just about it. We got one more plug here, 2 more plugs actually. We have a micro USB to standard USB here, and then we have a another looks like micro USB to USB. So this is going to be a female end to micro USB. So bunch of stuff in the box here, but that looks like that's about it. So those are all the things you get in the box. Kind of cool. I really like how they do give you the ability to just carry everything in here, all this stuff we just took out. So if you don't want to get a backpack, this is still seems like a high quality case. And then you could do some kind of rubber coating on it like others have done if you want to make it last. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to go through some of the stuff that I got in anticipation for this. These are HDMI cables in here. I just bought a few different ones with some adapters, and these are just to adapt in from the controller to my goggle setup. Since I am going to do high definition flights, I went ahead and got this guy here. Now this is the Wi-Fi extender for an HDMI out, and what this does is this will plug into the back of the controller. You'll take this guy off here and you'll put this on, and this gives you an HDMI out. So unfortunately this was rather expensive. This was like around $90 something. So that's the thing, you're gonna from DJI, you know, their stuff is high quality and you're gonna pay a premium price, but that's the only way I would have been able to go from my FPV out to my goggles. I'm going to be wearing probably the head play goggles, the high definition head play FPV goggles, and I needed to get this to swap out this to be able to do that. So that's something that you're going to need to get if you're going to be doing goggles with the FPV. I went ahead and got 2 extra 2 sets of 2 propellers. Even though they give you 8 in the package, I went ahead and just got a couple extras just in case. I got a 64 gig 4K capable Samsung micro SD card, so you don't have to be limited with that 16 card they give you. Went ahead and got this, and I got these little Wi-Fi range extenders actually, and these you're just going to slide on the antennas. I'll go over more about this on the bench in a close-up view, but they're just parabolic dishes and they slide onto the existing antennas, and it's just basically for long-range flights, it's directing the signal more in a narrower field, and that's supposed to give it a longer range in that more of a narrow field. So you're not going to get as good of range to your sides, but as long as you keep the craft in front of you, you should get way better range than it comes with stock. So got that. Went ahead and got an extra battery. They do only give you one battery in the box. So the only place I could find that would ship to Hawaii was DJI website themselves. So DJI.com I got these from. I will have the links, don't forget guys, of all this stuff down in the description, so you can check out the pricing and availability on all this. And then the last thing I got was, this is a sunshade for like I have a Samsung Galaxy Tab 8-inch tablet. So it's just a white sunshade for the tablet that you're going to mount up on this tablet bracket here. So if you're just doing FPV without goggles, at least you'll have some sunshade from this so you can see it better in the sunlight. Anyway, that's all the stuff that I got in anticipation here, and I think that's a pretty complete package, and that will hold me for a while on doing everything I want to do for long range flights. This thing is supposedly out of the box gets almost probably around 3 miles of range. So with these parabolic antennas, dishes I got to put on the antennas, I'm expecting over 3-mile flights with this guy, and to be able to control and have the FPV also in view. Last but not least is the backpack. So this is a Lycus, Lykus backpack. I got this from I think I got this from Amazon. I'll also have the link from this down in the description. And this one was cool because the DJI backpack for the Phantom 4 is super expensive, and it wasn't even available yet. It was like on back order, and it wasn't able to be shipped for like months and months and months from now. So I went ahead and just searched, and I like this one because of the profile. It kind of has a tapered top profile, and it also looks like it will possibly be able to carry on an airplane. So I went ahead and got this. I'm just going to open this up real quick and show you guys what this is all about. So you get this top layer, and you have this Velcro in here, which is kind of neat. You can put the Velcro wherever you want, and you can have 2 compartments in there. So probably the controller you're going to want to put in here, you know, for storage, and then you can put something else in here. Anyway, that's the first pocket, and then it's got these clips here to kind of cinch everything together. Here's a pocket on the side here, and this also has a hip strap with a couple of these hip pads, so for those long treks you can have some hip support. And then it's got these vented back padding as well. And then the actual straps, this seems really high quality. Everything is really rigid and tough, and all the sewing and stitching looks really solid here. And it's got this really well sewn in handle on top that's really good grip. But anyway, got a pocket on the side. This is just a basic pocket that unzips. On the other side you got another pocket, same thing, same exact style of pocket for whatever you want to put in there. And then all that's left really is the main pocket where you're going to put the quad here. So we'll go ahead and pull this all the way down. The cool thing about this, I don't know if you noticed, but this thing has got this little rubber seal. So this is a water resistant bag. So apparently it's coated with some kind of hyper phobic coating, and it will be really hard for water to get in here, especially with this seal here. When you zip it up, you can kind of see that rubber seal go ahead and completely seal itself together, so water won't be really getting in the zipper. Anyway, popping this open, we have this little reflective coating here on these little loops, so just in case you wanted to clip some stuff onto these loops, it's kind of dual purpose with the reflective coating. Opening the top up, got this thing for like maybe some manuals or something. There's a little Lycus card in there, paperwork probably in there, and then this thing's got like this internal dual system here. So you've got a little pad here for probably the gimbal, just to make sure it's padded pretty well, and then you have this strap here that you'd probably strap over your quad and to make sure it's secure in there. And then all you've got is this internal padding, which you could take out if you wanted to, but it kind of locks everything in. And then with this internal padding, you got all these kinds of pockets. So there's 2 pockets on this side. This side's got like a, it looks like it's just holding the padding in. That's not really a pocket. And then, so 2 of the sides have pockets. So for anything you wanted to put in there. So let's go ahead and try to put the Phantom 4 in here real quick. It said it was for Phantom 4, so I'm really hoping that this thing works. But basically just putting it in just like this. There we go. So it slides in nice and secure, and clipping this bad boy in is just going to be as easy as going like that. And it looks like maybe you could put the pad underneath here. Actually, you could, it's just Velcro to the bottom, so if you wanted to, you could take this pad, and just so you didn't get any scratches or whatever on the top, you could go ahead and put that pad there if you wanted to, or whatever you wanted to put on top, just to keep it from scratching. And clip this bad boy in and go ahead and tighten it down, and there you go. So that thing's in there solid. So kind of a cool option for a Phantom 4 backpack. I liked how it looked, and I liked how it was waterproof or water resistant, and all the pockets it had. So that's why I got this one, and it was at a good price too. A lot cheaper. I think it was like half the price than a DJI branded backpack. Anyway guys, that's it. That's everything here out of the box. Let's go ahead and take this bad boy back to the bench, get some super close images and video on this, and see what it's all about, set it up, and then in the next video I'm going to do a crazy thorough flight test in the park. And then videos to come are going to be long range flights, coastline flights, mountain flights, all kinds of flights. So stay tuned for those. But let's get to the bench and look at this thing in detail.